Welcome back to another episode. Today, it's going to be very brief. It's essentially a rant. Yes, this is my first rant. I want to talk about privilege, or at least rant on privilege. I'm sure everybody knows what privilege is, but I feel like these last couple of days, I've been asking myself, why do so many people believe that they're right? And why do so many people claim that other people are wrong? And again, I know everybody knows what privilege is, but I feel like nobody's really putting this into perspective. Obviously, it's been a weird week. This one name is literally everywhere, and you can't not see it. It's a lot of weird stuff going on. But again, I want to talk about privilege because what we see, what we feel, they don't see. And what they see, what they feel, we don't feel. It'll make sense after this intro.
Only one. Only one. Only one. Yeah.
Okay, so privilege. Again, I know everybody knows what privilege is. I will put the definition on the screen just so everybody is fully coherent and fully aware of what the definition of privilege is. But again, I'm sure everybody has their definitions because 2025 definitions have changed, but not this one. No one truly knows how this applies to how we see things, how we perceive things, how we feel about certain things, based on how we grew up, based on how our family treated us, everything is going to be subjective. I get that and understand that. But as soon as you take away your privilege, because a lot of these people of power, they have the privilege of not thinking about what the minorities have to think. They have the privilege of not feeling what minorities have to feel. So when they go out into the world, they say things and it makes us feel like, huh? But they just don't understand because they've never been our position. They've never been a minority. And a side note, I'm sure that some are fully coherent in what they're doing and they just believe in white supremacy and white power and that's what they're sticking to and that's their thing. But some of them are just ignorant as well. And I know they like to give us the ignorant word, but ignorant is not knowing something that you should probably know. And to be quite frank, not understanding why someone wouldn't be mourning this is ignorant. Okay, side note over. They've always held this certain status of privilege. So when they say things to a minority, it seems ignorant because they are not looking at the full authentic truth of it. They're looking at how they perceive things and they don't perceive things correctly because, well, America has taught them things that aren't true. For instance, if a white man looks at Mount Rushmore, what does he see versus what a minority sees? Well, this white man probably sees four presidents, four founding fathers, four great men that essentially paved the way for our country. What do I see? I see three shitheads and one person that finally came around. What does a native person see? I'm probably sure they see it differently than what I see. And this is what I mean. We have different perceptions based on our experiences, based on how were treated, based on our ancestors, based on a lot of factors. But we see totally different things just looking at one specific thing. And right now, the situation that we're in, we're literally doing the exact same thing with this thing that happened over this week. You have one group of people thinking they're right, but they're privileged in their rightness. And then you have the minorities knowing that, wait, all this shit that's been happening over the years, decades, ever, and this is how y'all treat this guy? It's kind of a slap in the face to the minorities, not to mention our fallen vets. But to them, I can't say too much, but you know what I mean. And if I had a fix to this, honestly, I know that there's a lot of good white people out here, but you need to step up because a lot of the not so good ones are in powerful positions right now. And they're making everything super, super weird for America. So Obviously, hopefully, I don't speak hate. I speak love into people. I try to speak critical theory into people. I believe perspective connects humanity. I feel if there's more people talking about how they actually genuinely feel, in an actually critique, thoughtful way, more people should actually listen to how people actually think, because right now everybody's just trying to talk over each other. Nobody's trying to listen, and nobody's trying to empathize with the opposite side. I've been a huge empathizer my whole life. I've been a huge observer my whole life. But I do think that more people coming out talking about their experiences, talking about how they actually feel, I think it'll hold a lot of weight, because right now you have a lot of people not saying anything. You have a lot of people self-preserving, which I get. I understand that's human nature. A lot of people is just trying to stick to their money and, mind their business. But I don't think this is a time to mind your business. I think we're in crazy times. I think we're in crucial times. And I think that your voice matters. So if you do want to say something and you don't have the platform to say something, again, my platform is always open for you guys. But I do think that we need more perspectives. We need more, just more. I do believe that there is good versus evil, and the more the evil talks, because evil don't play fair. So if you're in a fight with an evil person, they're going to pick up tools, they're going to pick up guns, they're going to pick up a chair, going to do whatever. No rules. To a person who's playing within the lines, they're going to try to actually play fair. Again, evil does not play fair. So right now, we're fighting a beast, and it's going to take all of us. So that's my rant. Hopefully I didn't make any enemies on this.
Only one. Only one. Only one.